Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Omnisci Approved. I am Jake.
I'm Clay.
And today we're going to be starting a new video series. It's something we're going to try to do multiple times as things move ahead, where we look at getting into product and kind of just building up your armies as you go. Kind of like an escalation league style thing where you add on new models to a force every time.
In this case, we're starting with the Shadowspear box, which is something that's, at the time of recording, no longer available, but this is a good example of what we're going to see going into 9th edition.
Yes.
When 9th edition drops, we're going to do the exact same thing.
Yep.
These are the forces that come in the Shadowspear box, built, painted, and ready to field, with one small exception. So let's talk about what you're bringing first.
Yes, so the Shadowspear box for Chaos actually has some really nice models in it. You've got two of the Greater Possessed, you've got a couple of Obliterators, which are really, really good and really fun. New Chaos Space Marine sculpts, compared to the old ones from years back, are beautiful. Venom Crawlers are really cool. The main thing is, I had always intended on building the Chaos Force as World Eaters, and that's how I am playing them today. World Eaters, however, have a restriction where they cannot take Psychers. The Master of Possession, on top of being an absolutely beautiful model, great rules for it, is a Psyker. So my army could not function the way I want it to function going forward. So I made a swap using a Chaos Lord that I have had. This is the Chaos Lord from the old Dark Vengeance set. I've literally had him sitting in a box for several years. So I figured I'd get him out, dust him off, and use him for this game. So he is going to be my sub-out. He's just a Chaos Lord with a Plasma Pistol and a Power Sword. He is taking a Relic. The Relic Power Sword that he is taking is called Zal the Wrathful. Strength user AP -5, so good luck if you don't have an invuln. Flat 2 damage. When rolling this weapon's Demon Weapon ability, on a 2+, you add the number that you roll to the strength characteristic of the model. So, as long as you don't roll a 1, if you roll a 1, you take a point of damage. And it just is its regular profile, or you can't attack with that weapon. If you roll anything better than a 1, then you get a strength boost with it. So, that takes him up to the higher echelon of strength 10 AP -5 if I do roll a 6. Which is really, really nice. And World Eaters get an extra attack on the charge, so that's potentially a whole lot of damage. One squad of 10 Chaos Space Marines, I am going to combat squad them to give me a little more flexibility in the game we're playing. 2 Greater Possessed, which are absolutely brutal in close combat, which is why I love them. And 2 Obliterators, who I haven't decided how I'm going to play them, but they are really good, have a lot of shots, they're really fun. And then a Venom Crawler, which is another just, it can throw out a hellacious amount of damage if it's left untouched. So.
I am running the Vanguard Marines exactly as they came in the box. So, squad of 10 Infiltrators. I have made some minor adjustments to them because the Raging Panthers are on team Wear Your Damn Helmet. So all unhelmeted models must adapt to comply to that. Now, there are 2 exceptions I make in my armies. Snipers, because they're not expected to get in frontline combat, are allowed to be bare-helmeted, plus these sculpts are the first time we've had bare-helmeted snipers where I've liked them. And Librarians, because Warpcraft, they're allowed to be unhelmeted, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Everybody else, though, I have made the appropriate adjustments to give them good helmets. The Infiltrators are probably going to be running as one single squad rather than combat squadding as I'd normally do, because the mission we're playing, I know will be the Defender. I will probably not need to move out and claim areas aggressively. I am running these as Ultramarines, which dictates the relic I am taking. My Phobos Captain will be carrying the Soldier's Blade, which is a relic very similar to the Burning Blade, that is in the standard Space Marine Codex. While the Burning Blade has to go on a Power Sword, the Soldier's Blade can also be used to replace a Combat Blade or other less specific items. There's a much broader variety of things it can go, which allows me to give it to this captain. With the Ultramarines rules, I will have their movement-based shenanigans, which may or may not help me based on this scenario, but I like the toolkit that they have stratagem-wise, so we'll see if that comes into play.
Another neat little thing, just to keep us from going super hard and building a super competitive list, we did want to have some restrictions. So, at the end of each game, we are going to roll on the table. We will show you the table when the time comes. And basically what that means is, for the addition to the army, we have to include something of what that table gives us. So, say I roll a heavy support choice. Well, I have to bring something that fits in heavy support. Anything else you want to put in it is completely up to you, but it is compulsory that you go with what you roll. This is a way to add a little bit of randomness and to kind of keep us from just building down a path we already know. Hopefully get us building and painting new things. As well as the winner of each game will earn extra command points in the next game. It's just a way to kind of give a benefit to winning.
And something like that when you're doing campaign play, it's worth mentioning that any benefits you get should not be cumulative, but rather for the next game only. That keeps one player from just running away with the game.
It can snowball really hard.
Or running away with the campaign, I should say. I'm also putting an additional restriction on myself. And I may have to, which may conflict with the die rolls, but we'll go from there. But I am going to, because I already have a pretty large primary Space Marine force built in Painted White and Old Marines. I'm not going to be pulling from the majority of that unless it fits in sort of the theme behind the Vanguard. The Vanguard are meant to be forward operations, reconnaissance, guerrilla warfare. So anything I bring will need to be mobile or able to be dropped in or something like that. So if I take standard intercessors, I'm going to have to bring them with a transport. If I take Terminators, they'd work because they can teleport in. So I'm also adding that little extra bit of theme for it.
I like that. Yeah, I'm not giving myself any such restrictions, considering I'm building the army from the ground up.
Well, you actually already have that.
Yeah,
because you're world eater. Because you're world eaters. Yep. So that's
my stuff is going to lean towards close combat. This is how.
So you do have a similar kind of restriction.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to get the board set up, and we are going to get the game underway. The mission we're going to be playing today is Burn and Despoil. It's one of the final missions out of the Shadowspear, box. So that's going to be fun. It's very attacker and defender heavy. It's very thematic of being charged at by a bunch of Chaos Marines.
Yeah, so this will put Jake as the attacker, me as the defender, and we'll go over the details of the mission once we have the board set up, because the objectives are going to be of special importance.
All right, so hang tight. We'll be right back with that one. We'll get the game underway. Today's mission is Burn and Despoil, a Crucible War mission pulled out of the Shadowspear booklet. There are 6 objective markers placed on the board in a predetermined layout. The way to victory for Chaos is to burn these objective markers. We burn them by, at the end of any player turn, being in control of the objective, that is, being within 3 inches of the objective with no one contesting it. Once an objective is burned, it is removed from the table. Victory for Chaos comes by burning all 6 of the objectives. Any other outcome means a victor for the defenders and for the Imperium of Man. Special rules for this game are sustained assault for the attackers. Whenever a unit is fully destroyed, at the end of the movement phase, the Chaos player will roll a d6, adding 2 to the result for troops choices. Any result of a 4+ are immediately set up on the attacker's battlefield edge within 6 inches. Okay, so this is after deployment. We are just about to roll to see who's going to actually have the first turn. As you can see, his Space Marines are very well entrenched over here behind a defense wall and a Imperial Bastion. Now, the Aegis defense wall and the Bastion will not be getting any of their special rules. They are just here to look cool and provide interest. Going back here, you can see I've deployed my guys as much inside of terrain as possible to give them a cover save, but this is very much meant to be a shooting gallery. I am very thankful for my ability to bring things back. So yeah, you ready to roll to see who's going to be going first?
I am. Before we start rolling dice, as always, quite a few of the dice I am using have custom art on them.
Yep.
It is on the side that is the 6 in all cases.
Yes. Oh, and one more thing. I think we mentioned this before, but I'm just going to restate it again. We both will have just 3 command points, just as if we were Battleforged, to make life as easy as possible. So, yeah, this should be some pretty straightforward Warhammer here. And my Obliterators are also starting off in Deep Strike Reserve. So, all right, so here we go. We're going to roll to see who's going to be going first. I could really use this because I need to cover some ground. All right, so I'm going to throw out a dice. It's a 3. I'm going to do it outside of the tray just because I want to. That is a 5.
That's all you.
All right.
Even with the +1 the defender has, you are taking first turn, sir.
Sweet. Are you going to attempt to seize the initiative?
This mission does not have seize.
Oh, very good. See, that's just old habit still hitting home for me. All right, so we're going to be back with Chaos turn 1. Starting off with World Eaters turn 1. These Chaos Space Marines are going to be advancing because they're all very choppy. So they're going to go a total of 9 inches, which will be good to get them somewhat behind this big hill over here. It's not the best cover in the world, but I think your snipers are going to be shooting at something else. I mean, the assault-focused Chaos Space Marines are probably not going to be your highest priority on the kill list. These Chaos Marines, they are not going to advance. They're just going to do their simple, humble movement. Just so they can actually get line of sight on things. It stays.
We'll call that close enough for coherency.
Yeah, it'd be awkward otherwise. Chaos Lord is going to advance 2 inches. 8, Corn's holy number. He's actually just going to huddle his little butt right there. Because I didn't get far enough to really warrant throwing him up super far.
Mm-hmm. And I do have snipers.
Exactly. Chaos Spawn, both of them are going to advance. One on the left, 5 inches. Let me double check their movement.
And those are those are the greater spawns, so those are individual models.
That is correct. Those
are they character keyword?
I believe they are. Let me double check.
Okay.
View greater possessed. Yeah, they are characters, which is nice. So
that's good because that means the snipers can't just take one apart first turn.
Yeah. So they have base move of 7, so that's a 12. So that is enough to get. Boom. Next guy. So that's a 9, which is also still enough to get him to where he will be in cover over here.
Just get as close as you can.
Yeah, he's going to be wobbly.
And that's something that's worth mentioning. When you have 3-dimensional terrain, stuff like this, most of these surfaces a model will not sit on. This is where the wobbly model rule comes in. As long as you and your opponent are clear on where the model is supposed to be for purposes of like measuring range and measuring charges, put it where it'll stay safe. Keep those pretty models pretty.
All right. So we're going to go into the psychic phase. That was fun. We're going to go into the shooting phase.
It's fast psychic phase, Jake.
Hey, you know what? I have never failed a psychic power in this army. So I'm not. Tell me I'm wrong. I dare you.
Okay. So.
All right. So the main thing for shooting is going to be I'm going to go ahead and fire the Chaos Space Marines first because I know what all they do pretty much.
Okay, I'm moving over here to get better angle.
I did not mean to bump the thing. 24, 24, 24. Okay. And then that. Okay, so I'm going to put everything into the snipers that I can. The plasma gun cannot see the snipers, so he is going to be shooting into the stealthy boys.
So he doesn't. Oh, the plasma gun doesn't have range on them.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know. I said could not see. That's my fault. And then the autocannon can see whatever the heck he wants. He's also going to fire the snipers. Okay. Okay. So single shots.
Do you want the rolling tray?
Nah, not for a few shots. So single shots from the 3 bolt guns. Rerolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. So that's going to be 2 hits. Strength 4 on tough 4. That is 2 wounds. So no AP, right. So just your normal saves.
I just realized I should have had some dice on hand.
It happens. That is a 1. All right, single shot from the plasma gun going into the. What are they called?
Infiltrators.
Infiltrators. God, I will never remember. They all start with the letter I, and it all gets jumbled.
The new Primaris stuff has way too many units that have an I name of some sort.
Yeah, it's It's frustrating for someone like me who forgets names all the time. So
You might say it's infuriating.
So plasma shot into the infiltrators. It is supercharged. And it misses but does not kill him terribly. Yeah, autocannon. 2 shots. Normally hitting on 3s, it goes to 4s because he moved. Rerolling 1s, and that is 1 hit, 1 miss. And it is strength 7, AP -1. That is a 2. That didn't wound.
So what's next, Jake?
Next is the realization that I forgot to move my Venom Crawler.
This is a casual game. Go back and move him.
Thank you, friend. So he is going to do a scuttle. I'm gonna go there. Alright, so that's 2 assault D3. So 2 D3 shots. These are going into the snipers.
So that's a total of 5 shots.
So 5 shots. He is only hitting on 4s because he's Demon Engine. Demons apparently suck at aiming.
They're too angry.
Yeah, it's the soul of a guardsman that got put into a vehicle. It's not what I would have done, but hey, whatever. So hitting on 4s. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I guess he's not hitting on 4s. It's fine. Fine. All right.
So what next, sir?
That's it. one heck of a thing so far. That was it for Chaos turn 1. At the end of my turn, I will be able to burn 2 of the objectives. So we've got this one here that my Possessed are greedily holding, as well as the one that my Assault Chaos Marines are holding. And I know that's not technically what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them because they're built assaulty.
Turn 1 of the Raging Panthers. I'm going to start by moving the suppressors out from where I had them somewhere nice and safe.
Hey, there were suppressors back there. I completely forgot about that.
That was kind of the point, sir.
I mean, I couldn't have done anything about it anyway, but...
Well, I mean, that was literally the point, is they're the best thing I have to deal with that demon engine, so I figured I needed to keep them safe.
Makes sense.
And stepping them over here puts them in the reroll 1s to hit area, aura, so that'll compensate for the fact that their heavy weapons are...
It's gonna help. It's gonna help.
Yeah, okay. Not moving with anyone else.
Okay.
Psychic phase. I do have a psychic phase. The librarian is going to attempt to manifest Tenebrous Curse.
Don't ask me, man. I just work here.
It's the power that reduces the movement so that thing don't scuttle so fast.
That's rude.
That's the point.
Him just trying to scuttle, man.
It is an 18-inch range. That's what I was checking.
Okay.
Manifest on a 6.
That is not a 6.
That is not a 6.
That is not a 6. Fun!
I am going to spend one of my precious...
Do it. Do it. Do it.
50-50.
Do it. Do
It's
it.
50-50 odds, but it'll be a
it.
big difference if it works.
Gordon wants you to do it.
No, he doesn't. Corn hates psychic powers.
No, because you're going to fail again. That's why he wants you to do it.
Since I have no bonuses, I suppose I will not.
That's fair, I guess. I mean, if you're a coward, but that's,
Oh, just for that, smite. And of course, that goes off. It would have been even funnier if it were a super smite.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your damage.
So
sir.
close.
So that is D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wounds, so that is 2 mortal wounds.
All right, that is 2 damage on the Venom Crawler.
Okay, the suppressors are also firing on the Venom Crawler. 2 shots apiece, that's 6 shots total. Hitting on 4s because they moved with their heavy weapons.
I don't see any 1s to reroll. That's 3 hits.
That is no 1s to reroll, so that is 3 hits. What is the toughness?
He is toughness 7, sir.
It is strength 7, so that is...
So that's going to be 2 wounds.
2 wounds, because they are not near the lieutenant.
Yep.
So it's AP -2 to damage.
AP -2. Okay, I do believe he is a 3+ save, so that takes him to a 5+. And he makes them both.
Okay. The sergeant's ability called Guided Aim. Instead of shooting, he is adding 1 to the hit and wound roll of the snipers.
That's going to be good.
Yes, so I can point it at the Venom Crawler because I was kind of hoping to put that thing down a bracket.
Yeah, makes sense. So it's going to be dose shots, mi amigo.
Yep, we're using the Mortis rounds.
Okay.
So this will be 2 shots hitting on 3s.
That is 1 hit that is a 6. Which doesn't do anything because its wound rolls a 6, 2 extra things.
That is correct.
Alright.
And this will be wounding on a 4, and that does nothing.
Alright.
He's going to put his shots into those Chaos Marines.
And remember, if those are rapid fire weapons.
And he is not moving, so he will get 2 shots.
Yep.
Instead of firing with my captain, I am using his target priority warlord trait. He is nominating the infiltrators to fire against the Chaos Marines. They get +1 to hit, so they will be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1.
Seems solid.
And there's some 1s to re-roll.
Just a couple.
So that means everything hits.
Nice. Alright, so I believe you should be wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s because the lieutenant's close to them, yes?
That is correct.
Alrighty.
And these guys are the marksman bolt carbines. It is unmodified hit rolls of 6. Automatically hit and result in a wound.
Oh, wow.
So
it looks like 3 auto
those
wounds?
I don't even need to roll on.
Okay, nice. So,
And then the rest is going to be wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s.
very nice. There's a couple 1s in there.
So pull those, set those aside, reroll the 1s. 7 wounds.
Alright. First 3 of the 7, was it?
7 total,
Yeah,
yes.
7. Okay, so first 3 on 3 pluses. Okay, so that's 1 dead.
So now you need to roll in pairs.
Correct. So let's go ahead and just remove this fellow. Alright. 2 dead. So this gentleman here.
That's 2 more saves total.
Yep. So it's fine. It's fine. Alright. 2 Chaos Marines, DED. Alright. So that is it. We're gonna go ahead and go into World Eaters turn 2. Top of Chaos or World Eaters turn 2. At the top of the turn, my Venom Crawler regains a wound. Because that is just the sort of thing what it does. Now we're going to go ahead and have these Chaos Marines move up here. Because they want that sweet, sweet objective.
As a reminder, the victory condition is he has to burn all 6 objectives.
Chaos Lord is going to advance 3 inches. So these guys, they are going to do an advance 1 inch. But you know what? They're trying. That's all that matters. I don't think you're gonna waste your shots on them. So let's just move them with some sense of reckless abandon, shall we? Don't fall, Jim. Don't do this to me. Okay. Let's switch you here. Quite as stupidly reckless.
I mean, you got to be nice to Wobbly Jim. He doing the best he can.
Him doing the best I can. It is end of the second turn. I'm going to be, or end of the movement phase for second turn.
Reserves.
Tracking deeply. Over here on this objective, and it's 13 inches away from the librarian.
Okay, so it won't matter.
Yeah. But more importantly, that has me on the objective.
Mm-hmm.
But All right. So that's the end of the movement phase. We're going to go ahead and go into the shooting phase. We'll get that going right after this.
Okay.
I forgot him again. Sorry. So we're going to be firing the Obliterators first. Fortunately for me, kind of, the Obliterators are closest to the Librarian. So they are going to be unleashing holy hell upon him. The way Obliterators work is you roll 3d3 whenever you declare them for shooting. The first one is the strength, AP, and then damage of the weapon. Strength is whatever you roll in the d3 plus 6. So possible strength 9, and then AP, and then damage is pretty self-explanatory after that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So this is for strength. So 1, so that takes it to strength 7. AP minus 2, and damage 2. All right, so takes it to strength 7, AP minus 2, flat 2 damage. So that's going to be 12 shots at strength 7.
Sorry, pal.
So hitting on 3s. There's a couple misses in there. All right. Wounding on 3s. Alright, so after resolving and double-checking rules, that is 6 wounds at AP minus 2.
Thankfully, the Librarian is considered in cover since he's behind that defense line.
Once again, something we decided earlier.
The camo cloak is +2 on his save rather than +1 for being in cover, so that effectively negates the AP, so I'm making 3-up saves here, which is the only reason why I didn't just go ahead and pick him up.
So 6 3-up saves, flat 2 damage per fail. He takes 4 damage, looks like. He should still be alive. I'm pretty sure he's a 5-1 character.
He's alive with 1 wound.
Yeah, we're going to shoot the Venom Crawler next. The Venom Crawler is going to go ahead and unload into the Infiltrators. I remembered the name this time.
Yay!
God, Mom, are you watching?
Wait, why is that? Your mom's not... Okay, well, which direction is she?
Actually, I do think it is roughly that direction.
Yeah, I think that is the correct direction.
Yeah, okay. So, another 5.
All right.
Hitting on 4s, because that's what he did. There you go. 4 hits, 8 AP minus 2, D3 damage.
All right, strength 8, so wounding on 2s.
All right. That is 3 wounds.
I'm happy with that 1 in there.
Yeah, AP minus 2, sir.
So it's 4s because they are behind cover. They don't have camo cloaks, so that is 1 fail. And what? How much damage?
I believe D3. Yeah, D3 damage. So he could live.
Roll it.
He lives.
All right. What's next, sir?
All right, so let's go ahead and do the Chaos Space Marines. Not in rapid fire of anything, but all their shots are going to go ahead and go into the Infiltrators. Mm-hmm. So 1 bolt gun shot. I'm just going to roll it right here in the open. So, bolt gun shot, hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. No. Plasma, once again, supercharged. No.
Hey, I mean... If
he didn't blow up.
Yeah, I was going to say, 2s are what you want to roll if you can't hit with plasma.
Yeah. Autocannon. Hitting on 4s, rolling 1s. Not a single one during that entire round of shooting. Chaos Lord advanced, so he cannot shoot. They do not have weapons, though you're pretty sure that guy has a mouth in his stomach and it is talking a lot of shit. Alright, we're going to try a somewhat risky charge here.
Alright.
It is I'm going to say it's going to be an 8 to get him in. You think? That'd be 8 or 9.
So you got to get within an inch, so you need an 8.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then this guy looks like the same thing. So 2 8s. Corner's number, coincidence? I think not.
Alright, time for some Overwatch.
Alright. So we're going to go ahead and charge with this one first, charging into the Infiltrators.
All right.
This guy is being a absolute madman, making his charge. Before he rolls his Overwatch, one thing I wanted to mention, because we did notice this, so you don't have to leave like 9 comments if you didn't want to. Actually, leave 9 comments. Leave 80 comments if you want to. I don't care.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Bing. But we did notice that he short himself some shots with him. He could have double tapped because they did not move. But neither here nor there. We are going to go ahead and go in as he does his shooting.
All right, so Overwatch.
Rerolling 1s because of the captain.
You know what the fun thing about Overwatch with these guys is?
6 is auto wound. Yep.
6 is auto wound. So that's
2, 3 up saves. 1 save, 1 failed. So he takes the damage.
I'm good with that.
So charge roll.
I'm gonna be honest. I just assumed he was gonna make it.
Well, I mean, it's an 8-inch charge, so it's not the easiest thing in the world. So,
Yeah. So the chance of failure is real. Or not. I told you.
He's just gonna like run a circle around them and then end up here. Hello, friends.
Okay.
All right, so suppressor Overwatch at this point. Suppressors. Rerolling 1s. Looks like nothing.
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for the charge. That's a 10.
He's got that as well. Would you like me to move him for you, sir?
Yes, put him on the side closest to the objective. I want to be able to.
So over here.
Yes,
Because that should put him on the other side of the barrier right here.
Yeah,
right?
that puts him
'Cause
to
it's
a 10. So
Yeah, 10 will
so
put him right.
there.
Just put him right there.
Boom. Sweet.
Okay. Do you want him in base or do you want him a little bit out?
A little bit out of base, so I can move him up a bit.
So you can use the pile in. Yep.
Now, the Venom Crawler is going to declare a charge on the Infiltrators and the Librarian.
Okay.
All right, so the Librarian should have a shot.
Shot with a bolt pistol. Nope.
All right. So the neat thing about this, the way they're spaced, is I actually need a longer charge than what it looks like to get there because he has to be able to fit. So with that in mind, in order to actually get over there, it's probably going to be I'm going to call that 11 for his base to actually fit because you'll have to end here.
Yep, it looks like that from here.
Okay. But not really a risk to trying it. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 inches is not going to do it.
All right.
Even though he is 9 inches away, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with as long as I didn't have to deal with everything.
Yep. So it starts with 5 attacks. +1 for World Bearers, or World Bearers. +1 for World Eaters, +1 for Hateful Assault.
All right.
All right. And I'm going to spend 1 of my precious command points, taking me down to 2. The stratagem in question, I forget the name of it, but it basically means that their Death to the False Emperor triggers on a 5 and a 6, as opposed to just a 6. Okay, so after double checking, it is a 1 command point stratagem. It's called Stoke the Nails.
All right, roll away, sir.
All right, so these are hitting. Pull them back up. Greater Possess hit on 2s. They are Strength 5. So hitting on 2s, 5s, and 6s are additional attacks. So that's 3 more additional attacks, which will get me 1 more. I will take it. So Strength 5 versus Toughness 4. Wounding on 3s. Not the greatest I could have done, but I will take it. Their weapons are AP -2 and D3 damage.
Looking for 5s. I'll take that.
Wow. Yeah.
I'll take that. Okay, so...
So 1 of them is already wounded, right? So it'll just die.
Yes, that just removes the wounded model, so you really only need to roll 1.
All right, so 1d3. All right, so that'll kill another.
Okay.
So he kills 2. So 7 attacks. This guy does not have the stratagem spent on him, so 6s will generate additional attacks.
Okay.
All right. Hitting on 2s. That is a 6, so additional attack will also hit. So that's everything. Once again, wounding on 3s. Not as good as it could have been, but 4 wounds at AP -2.
4 saves.
Wow.
I'll take that. I'll take that. 2 wounds, so D3 to see if he can drop 1. He does indeed drop 1. 3 attacks when you take shock assault into account, +1 for the sergeant. That is 19 dice. I'm going to try and beat this possessed over the head with.
Fun. Let's go.
I am glad a captain's there. Okay. Rerolling 1s. That was wonderful.
That was very nice.
Pull those couple of 2s. And they're tough 5?
Correct.
Okay, so they're going to be 5s to wound, re-rolling 1s.
All right.
I'm going to pick out the 5s.
There's a couple there.
And
a couple
6s
ones, like
for
3
you.
ones there. Hey, look at that. There's another one. Not
So
bad,
he
man.
needs to make 5 saves, no AP. Is he just normal 3 up?
3 up, yep, 3 up. So he fails 2 of them. So he goes down to 2 wounds. Fine.
All right, Shock Assault Sergeant, taking all that into account, this is 7 attacks out of the suppressors. Hitting on 3s, they are in range of the captain, so they're also re-rolling 1s. Which didn't matter in this case.
Hey. Who needs your rolls when you just hit all the time? Wounding on 5s and 6s.
Yes, wounding on 5s and 6s, so he needs to make 3 saves.
Hey, that's not terrible. Alright, 3 ups. Fails 1, so he's down to 4 wounds. Alright, so after combat, here's where we sit. 1 suppressor dead, 1 greater possessed over here. This one is in a group hug formation. Yeah, not really much else has happened. Not been a lot of death on either side. So at the end of my turn, I am holding this objective, which will burn. And the Obliterators are holding that one, which will also burn. So there are only 2 objectives left on the board. Luckily for my opponent, they are both where his guys are currently standing.
Was kind of my plan.
Yeah, I can get that. All right, so that is the end of Chaos turn 2. We're going to go ahead and go into Raging Panthers / Ultramarines turn 2.
Ultramarines / Raging Panthers turn 2. We are advancing to Tactical Doctrine. Except, I am spending a CP for Squad Doctrines. It's one of the reasons why I like Ultramarines, that we have a lot of yes but stratagems. The snipers are staying in Devastator Doctrine, so their heavy weapons will get the bonus AP.
That's just cheeky.
Alright. I am spending another CP
Okay.
on Fallback and Re-engage for the Infiltrators.
Gotcha. What does that do?
So, that lets them... I mean, I'm Ultramarines, I can already fall back and fire, but that is at a -1 penalty. Fall back and re-engage, since I'm playing as actual Ultramarines, removes the penalty to hit when shooting, and I can assault afterward. So I can step back, shoot you,
and then run in and punch.
Charge you.
Seems really solid. All right.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and get that movement done. We'll be back for the shooting phase.
Yep. So, the Infiltrators have fallen out of combat. With the stratagem, they will have no penalty. The Suppressors are fly, so they can just do that. The Librarian has moved to where he is no longer out in the open because he is at 1 wound left.
They did nothing.
Well, that's been the entire game so far.
He just rolled cool to point angrily at my greater possessed.
Yeah. You! Fuck you!
Which my mother taught me not to point at things. It's rude to point at people. I'm just saying.
End of movement phase, Helix Adept can bring a model back up on a 5.
No, you can't. Fuck you.
So, a little bit of tactics. I put the model back right here. He returns to life with 1 wound. I put him there because that way if the captain has to charge to finish off this greater possessed, he can keep the squad in the range of the captain's reroll aura.
Tactics!
Psychic phase. We are once again going to try Tenebrous Curse. Once again, we're trying Tenebrous Curse on the Spider Venom Crawler. Need a 6.
That's a 5.
Son of a biscuit.
That spell will never go off.
Apparently not. I am not going to use my last point to reroll that.
That's what you get for tinkering with Warcraft.
Since he's closer to that greater possessed, I'm just going to try and smite, and hopefully I can just remove him from the equation.
Sounds fun.
That's a smite.
And response, I will spend 1 CP for Scorn of Sorcery. On a 4+, I deny the power.
I'm okay if this costs you a command point. I really am.
So power's denied.
I'm okay, because that leaves you with 1, right?
Correct.
I am okay with that.
I didn't have the camera up, so start over.
So continuing shooting, the lieutenant is going to point his mastercrafted bolt carbine at that greater possessed right there, and see if he can bring him down, and thus I can pour fire from the whole squad into more important targets. So he's getting 2 shots.
Hit
2
it.
hits. This is 4 on tough 5.
That
So
is
it's going to be 5s re-rolling 1s. So that is
1 wound and a reroll.
that is a wound and a re-roll.
It's 2 wounds.
That is 2 wounds. No AP, but 2 damage.
Oh,
so I
okay.
only need 1 failed save here.
All right. That is it.
That's a failed save.
I am not going to do any command pointage on that. So
All
he
right.
is removed, if you would be so
There's
kind.
your model, sir.
Thank you.
The captain,
Yep.
since he did not move, he has actually a heavy rifle.
Because that's the kind of thing what he would do.
It's meant to shoot at much. Ah, it's assault. That's a sniper rifle. It's assault 1.
Well, this is awkward.
That's weird.
All right, so.
I'm still gonna point it at that guy.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But hey, we learned something.
That's really cool. Like, I like these Phobos commanders. Anyway, they're locked on basically just a single configuration of gear, but it's good.
Yeah. And as
They're
you can,
all good.
As you can tell, guys, we are doing this. This is still relearning things. It's the first time I've played Chaos since a little bit before the end of 7th edition, and these are all brand new models for
And
Clay.
the Vanguard forces are all completely new to me.
Yep, so we're just having fun. Anyway.
So he's going to take 1 shot with his very terrifying Mastercrafted Instigator Bolt Carbine. He did not move, which doesn't matter at this point, but he is hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Hits.
So that is a hit. It is unfortunately going to be a 5 to wound because it is strength 4.
That is not a
Did not
zero.
wound.
Tough 5 is hard, man.
Librarian bolt pistol, because there's only 1 target, is firing at the Venom Crawler.
Sounds fun. Sweet.
Alright, let's see how many have rapid fire range on the Venom Crawler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 Marines worth of shots into the Greater Possessed over here.
Okay.
And then the remaining 6 of them are rapid firing into the Venom Crawler.
All right, sounds fun.
These are firing at full ballistic skill because of the stratagem I used.
Yes.
That is cocked. I am re-rolling that.
All right, so reroll your 1s.
So that's 3 hits. Re-rolling the 1s gets me 1 additional hit.
That is against the possessed, correct?
This is these are the ones against the Greater Possessed. Yes.
Okay.
Nope. Never mind. The captain has to not shoot to use his Warlord trait. And the reason I did that, for those of you wanting to run the numbers, is that Mastercrafted Bolt Carbine is AP -2, damage 3.
Ow.
So if he managed to pop the guy with that, that would leave him at 1 wound, and he could just walk in and finish that guy off by himself.
Yep.
So looking for 5s to wound. That
1
is
wound, looks like.
Rerolling the 1 because the lieutenant is within range. That is still just a single wound. I am in Tactical Doctrine now,
So it is AP
at
-1.
-1.
All right, so 4+. He fails, takes the damage.
So 12 shots, since all of them are in rapid fire range.
All right.
Once again, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. There's a couple 1s to reroll. Picked up both of those.
Nice.
Tough. What's tough on the Venom Crawler?
Venom Crawler is
7?
tough 7.
Okay, so they are wounding on 5s.
Then rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Got you 1 more. So how many is that?
So that is 5 saves at AP -1.
I'm just gonna roll them out in the open. So that's gonna be 2 wounds.
I'll take it.
Yeah, take them down to 7.
Suppressors on the Venom Crawler.
All right.
These are going to be 4s to hit, so that is 3 hits.
All right.
Strength 7 on tough 7.
Correct.
4s to wound.
Reroll that one.
Yes, I am in range.
Lieutenant's in range.
He is in range. I did get them in range of the lieutenant. So that is...
Still 2 wounds.
2 wounds. At... They... No, I'm sorry. I put the snipers in the Dev Doctrine. So they are AP -2.
Yep.
Flat 2 damage.
So the AP -2 there?
Yes, yes.
Right, so
they're every bit just standard autocannons.
Alright, so fail both. So flat 2, you said?
4 damage total.
Alright.
Does that put him on his bottom bracket?
Puts him on 3 wounds. I believe that is his bottom. I will double check that. Okay.
Right, so my last remaining shooting unit, the Eliminators, are going to fire on the Venom Crawler. I am using the Sergeant's ability again. He is giving up his shooting to give +1 to hit and wound on them. So they are going to be hitting on 2s. 2 hits.
Yep. And then wounding on 4s, I'm guessing?
Yes, that puts him to wounding on 4s. These are Mortis rounds that I am using. So I'm really looking for wound rolls of 6 because that gives the bonus mortal wound.
Nice.
So there's 2 5s. That is 2 wounds. It is normally -2. So Dev Doctrine puts them to -3.
So, 5 up demon save.
That's right. That puts him on his invuln.
Yep.
So the Dev Doctrine was actually unnecessary.
Yep. Made one, failed one.
All right.
We didn't know what you were going to point it at, so.
That's true. I didn't know what I was going to point at. D3 damage.
This could get him. It do!
Woo! I needed that.
He blows up on a 5. He's more than 6 inches away from everything, I think, so I don't think it matters. Your captain is going into my greater possessed, I believe.
He has no shooting attack, right?
Correct.
Captain is moving into, and he cannot fail.
Correct.
Because he's like 2.5 inches away.
Yep.
So he's just, but
and you don't want to move him super far away anyway, do you?
Well, hang on, no, because I'm going to move him. I'm actually going to move him further over here. Because I am charging with the infiltrators.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not moving all of them.
Got you. So go ahead and do the thing.
So, roll for their charge move. Only 3.
Wow.
So I can tag with 1.
Yeah. And then after consolidating, you should be able to get another one in, but...
Well, technically I've got 2 because 3 was enough for him to get into base. So he's in base. He's in base. He's supporting. The Sergeant, unfortunately, is way the fuck over there. So now we just conga. Dun, 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 dun. Hey!
Has another side effect of moving you farther away from my units.
Why do you think I was doing this? So Captain is base of 5 attacks, 6 from Shock Assault. The Soldier's Blade relic that he's carrying puts him at strength 5, AP -4, flat 2 damage. So, we are hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Hey, there's a 1. Hey, that's another hit.
Sweet.
Wounding on 4s.
Wow.
And this is why I charged with the infiltrators.
Wow.
This is why I charged with the infiltrators. AP -4. Does he get a demon save?
No, he does not. He's not a demon. So that's no save.
Cool. 2 damage. So that puts him at 1 wound remaining.
All right. All right, you need those infiltrators to do some work, or else your captain might be in trouble.
Okay, so this is where we got to slow down and do this move really carefully because the 3-inch
charge
is really gonna matter.
All right, so let's get over here and take a look.
You wanna?
Let's do this live, man.
All right. So I'm pulling that wound die away.
We know he's wounded. It's fine.
We know there's 1 wounded. So that means this model may move 3 inches around this way, giving him space to get within 1 inch on his own, right there. So he is in, and that will guarantee that this model can get within 1 inch of an engaged model. So I get 4 models swinging on him that way. So even though he's going to be getting his full save, I'm hoping that's enough dice to bring him down. We'll be right back while I get the rest of the guys moved to keep them in coherency. All right? So that's 4 intercessors in, 3 attacks apiece when you count Shock Assault. So that is 12 attacks to try and get the last wound off this guy. And the best news here is they're still within range of all the reroll auras. So rerolling 1s to hit from the captain. That picks both of those up. Hold the 2s. Now they are only 5s to wound, but I'm going to get to reroll 1s.
Not bad. Just off of that.
No 1s to reroll. Well, no. Well, it's... He's got to make 3 saves to not die.
Alright. Dead. So that was the end of Space Marines turn 2. Very good. Really impressive punchback after that, actually.
Yeah. So at this point, I just need to hold the line.
Yep. So keep in mind, though, my army does have a chance of bringing units back because of the mission. So we'll see if I can get anything back, because that is both of my units fully destroyed. So I can potentially bring back the Greater Possessed and the Venom Crawler.
Yep.
So this is going to be fun. All right, so going into Chaos, turn 3. All right, so now we're going to go into Chaos's movement phase again. Not a lot really out of the ordinary here. My objective is still to get as close to them as physically and, as inhumanly possible. So I believe we're going to actually advance them because they have assault weapons, so why not? So advancing the unit. So it's an additional 5 inches. So he fell. Alright, so it puts them there. These Chaos Marines are there. Yeah, I'm going to advance the Chaos Marines over here as well. So they go 9 inches. Need to start applying as much pressure as I can.
Okay.
All right. End of the movement phase. I roll to see what I can reset onto the board. So after sustained assault, on a 4+, they get set up.
And I'm spending my last command point to give you a -1.
All right, so 5+. So let's start off with the Venom Crawler on a 5+. Gonna roll in the center of the board. No.
Oh, glad I spent that command point.
These guys were bought as a unit. Rules in the way they're bought as a unit, and they can separate. I don't know if I should roll for them individually. I'm just going to roll for them as a unit because they are their own unit.
I think that's correct.
It's one of those weird little idiosyncrasies. So 5+. Nope. So neither of them come back. Okay, so going into thus shooting phasen. We'll go ahead and fire. Let's go ahead and do the Chaos Marine squad first. They're just going to go ahead and plink some shots into the snipers, I think.
So.
Yeah, so now rapid fire range. So 2 bolt gun shots, hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
And that's a sniper down.
Sweet. All right, we'll go ahead and do the plasma next. I believe the plasma was within 12. Believe. Because he was definitely, barely in 12. Yeah, the plasma was not in 12. So single shot, supercharging again. That will hit.
Yep.
Wounding on a 3. That will wound, sir. Right, so one with it's 2 damage. Anyway.
Plasma -3, +2 from their camo cloak, so I'm looking for a 4 up here.
That is correct.
That is not a 4 up.
And that is flat 2 damage thanks to being a supercharged plasma gun.
Okay. What else you got?
Autocannon, 3 shots, hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s, that is 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound at AP2.
That save was made.
That does come to it. I'm not upset
Indeed. Alright, what's next?
The Chaos Lord is going to put a plasma pistol shot into that unit. The unit of
Infiltrators.
Infiltrators, yes. So, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. That is 5. Wounding on 3s. That is a wound.
Alright. That poor guy goes down again.
We're going to be firing the Obliterators. So, it's assault 6 apiece. So, we have to roll for their random stats. So, strength. So that is strength 6 plus 2, so that's strength 8. AP. AP 3. I missed the thing. Do you want me to roll that because I missed the thing?
No, that's fine.
Alright. Strength 8, AP 3, and 2 damage.
Okay.
6, 39. So 12 shots. These are hitting on 4s because they moved and they advanced their assault weapons.
What are they firing on?
They are firing on the interceptors.
You mean the suppressors?
You know what I like? Look. I didn't make Games Workshop name these things the way they did. They infiltrate, they suppress, they do things. I'm just gonna hit the thing with the gun. The things with the flying autocannons, and that's just what's gonna happen.
Okay.
We'll do better one day, I promise. So 12 shots, hitting on 4s. Not terrible, but not amazing either, actually. So strength 8, winning on 2s.
Yep.
Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at AP minus 3.
And 2 damage apiece?
Yeah.
That's the squad.
Sweet, I killed a full squad. That is all for shooting. So we're going to go into assaults and try a couple long charges here.
Okay.
Chaos Marines need a 7 to get in with them. He would also need a 7. So, Chaos Marines into the infiltrators.
Overwatch time!
Did I do it right?
Yes, you actually did.
Alright. Very proud.
Alright, looking for 6s, and those 6s won't need to wound. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
You're still going to be rolling 1s.
Because...
Yeah.
Capitan.
Alright, so that's 3 auto wounds.
Yes.
3 4-up saves because of assault. Or not assault,
Attack precaution. Yes.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Damn!
Okay. That's the unit dead.
Damn!
So, yeah, Chaos Lord is going to declare a charge on the infiltrators. And, yeah, that... Yeah, he's declaring a charge on the infiltrators.
He's further out. Fewer shots from over... I'll take one out. I didn't measure, so I'll just assume lower numbers. I know the 3 directly in front of him are within rapid fire, so that's all I'm counting.
That was cocked to hell and back. Okay. So
no 1, so that
hits.
is 2.
Alright, 3-up saves.
At -1.
Or 4-up saves, so throwing us 4 up in 1.
Alright. Lonely Chaos Lord making a charge.
First off, I'm so sorry about that.
Those dice are effective at removing barricades and getting him into combat.
We'll get him into combat with gusto. So. Alright, so the Chaos Lord has 4 attacks base, +1 for Hateful Assault, +1 for World Eaters.
Okay.
Alright, oh, I need to roll for his demon weapon.
Oh, yeah.
So, demon weapon. Anything but a 1. 5. Okay, so demon weapon is active. That also gives him +5 to his strength. So he is swinging at strength 9.
Enough to be wounding on 2s.
Yep.
Easily wounding on 2s.
Okay. And these will be no saves as well.
What is it, -4?
AP minus 5.
Yep.
So,
roll away, sir.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, 6s are additional attacks.
Damn.
Alright, so there's 2 additional attacks. That will both hit.
And wounding on 2s. And these are how much damage apiece?
They are... Zalarathal is 2 damage apiece. So that's just going to be 4, 5, 6. That's going to be 7 dead Marines.
Yeah.
Alright, so after the Chaos Lord's attacks, this is what remains. All right, bud. That sergeant swinging back with a vengeance. Good hits.
4 hits.
Yeah.
Hey, tough 4?
Yeah, just he's tough.
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
The...
Yeah, because if you roll a 1, it puts him on 9. He's not. No, Ultramarines have +1 leadership.
Plus
yeah.
1, I do need
so you
a
need
9.
you need a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
Okay. So, I would like to apologize that we keep going back and forth on rules. The amount of times that the morale phase has actually mattered against his Marines is so minuscule. Because you usually either just completely wipe a unit, or what's left is just so inconsequential it doesn't really matter.
Or I'm taking like 5-6 man units, and thus by the time they've taken off for morale to matter, they're gone.
Yeah, so, yes, we're dumb, but we're dumb in a fun way.
Space Marines turn 3. Losing the entire squad hurt. Not sure if I have enough to endure, because I don't need to do anything. I need only 1 objective alive. But he's gonna have a minimum of 2 more turns, and he's probably gonna be getting stuff back.
Yeah.
But right now, the Obliterators are the problem. So... Librarian is going to... Librarian will move here. Lieutenant with him. Librarian is at 1 wound, for the record.
He really wants to protect that objective. Oh, that makes more sense.
Okay, Psychic Phase. I really hope I can put something together. Don't you have a command point left for the stratagem? Okay, we're going to attempt to cast Hallucination.
Okay, what does that do?
It's a -1 leadership penalty. The unit then takes a leadership test. And they are at -1 to hit.
If they fail the test.
If they fail the test.
Okay.
What's the leadership on the Obliterators?
Leadership 8.
Leadership 8. All right. So this needs a 6 to go off. That is a 6. 2d6.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 4, 5. They good.
Smite. If I'm lucky, I can just kill the Warlord. I'm assuming this is the one you're going to try and deny?
I mean, you have to cast it first, but yeah, we'll see.
See, they're working for me this turn. So yes, Smite is successfully cast.
Alright, I am going to cast... I'm going to use Scorn of Sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a 4. That is not a 4. Alright.
D3 damage.
And that got him. Try as he might, the Chaos Lord could not survive.
Alright, the only thing the captain can see with his bolt carbine
Are the Chaos Marines.
Are the Chaos Marines right there. So one of them is catching a bolt round.
As these want to do. That's it.
Alright. Strength 4.
That is a wound.
That is a wound.
AP.
-2, 3 damage.
Okay.
I don't know what he's loading that thing with, but it hits like a truck.
Yeah. And a 6 up to save is still fine.
Yes. And still get 2 shots on the Obliterators from the Lieutenant. So that is a hit because the Lieutenant... Wait a second.
How are you getting 2 shots again?
His is a rapid fire weapon. The Lieutenant's is a rifle is a rapid fire weapon.
Are you in rapid fire?
No, but I'm Ultramarines. So even though I'm counted standing still, and I can still rapid fire due to bolter discipline. And this is what makes Marines good. People rules layered on rules layered on rules.
Ugh.
It just makes it damn confusing. So there is only 1 hit. That is a wound. Now, unfortunately, this is natively AP 0, so AP -1 thanks to Tactical Doctrine. It was on the Blitz. So
okay.
1 save at -1.
He's fine.
All right. Lastly, the Eliminator Sergeant firing a mortis round at the... I'm actually firing at the Chaos Marine squad.
Okay.
Because I can actually reduce your firepower with a successful kill.
Yep.
So that is a hit.
Yep. That
That is not a wound.
I think that was the right choice, though.
Oh, it absolutely was. Because a successful hit... Because a Mortis round is AP minus 2d3 damage. That would have dropped him.
Yep.
So...
Yep, you're right. All right.
All right, that's all I got.
All right, so Chaos Space Marines, turn 4. All right, World Eaters, turn 4. We're going to advance these handsome gentlemen. So that's actually more, because I just wanted to get them to the objective. It's more than enough to get them there. These guys are not advancing for once. They are finally close enough to potentially do a thing. Alright, that is my movement phase. So at the end of the movement phase, I can roll to try to bring things back.
And I have no shenanigans now.
Correct. So, using the same logic I used for these, because I just combat squatted a single unit, I am not going to roll for these.
Agreed.
Just, using the same logic, because it's still the same unit.
Yep.
So I'm just going to set them here. Okay.
So you got 3 rolls.
Yep. Big Spooter, 4+. That was a terrible roll.
And it was a 1.
Spawn. Or Possessed. I don't know why I keep saying Spawn. No! Do we have a case of Alfarius? No.
I needed that.
Nothing.
How are you feeling right now, Jake?
I'm still feeling kind of good, actually.
Okay, yeah. Because it's random turn length. It could go all the way to turn 7.
Yeah, it could. Need to check some measuring. Because these guys are much closer to them. Yeah. Alright, so, Schustenphase. The Schustenphasen. These guys are going to put all of their shots into the Lieutenant. So it's 4 bolt rounds and then a supercharged plasma pistol.
Okay.
Ballsy like that.
Alright, let's see the rolls.
Alright, so bolt guns first. Or bolt pistols first. That is 3 hits. 1 wound from bolt fire. It's fine.
So far, so good.
Plasma. Hits. Wounding on a 2. Wounds. AP minus 3.
So that is 2 damage to the Lieutenant.
Alright. After double checking, because the height thing made it weird, the Obliterators are able to draw line of sight on the last Eliminator, which he is the closest model to, and it's not a character, so they have to shoot at him. So, random D6 time, or random D3 time, so Strength. So that is 3, so they are Strength 9.
Okay.
AP 1. 3 damage.
Woof.
So,
that's a lot of dice.
12 shots hitting on 4s because they moved, or because they advanced.
Still decent hits.
Wounding on 2s. So, 4 wounds and AP minus 1.
So I need 4 2-up saves.
Got it. So, I have to do it. Assault phase.
Of course.
Chaos Marines assaulting both the Lieutenant and the Librarian, because there's no reason not to.
Alright.
There. I am going to move the Librarian's wound dice to the other side of him, just in case.
Let's take some Overwatch.
Yep.
2 shots from the Lieutenant. Nothing. Bolt pistol from the Librarian. Is a hit. Is a wound.
Not like this. Alright.
For the Marine, Chaos Marine in front, he needs a 5 to reach the Lieutenant, a 6 to reach the Librarian.
Blood for the Blood God!
You got a skull for the skull throne.
Hey, see, it's fine. Hey. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
You're still soundly winning at this point, sir.
Oh, I know, but it's still...
I know, I know. It sucks.
Yep. So, at the end of my turn, I will burn this objective.
Yep, which leaves everything, all the biscuits are in that objective right there.
Alright. Alright. Space Marine, turn 4.
Space Marine movement. We have to go engage the Obliterators. Their firepower is very problematic. So, 6-inch move for the Lieutenant and the Librarian. Keeping their wound counters right there. Captain comes around the corner to support them. I am moving to Psychic phase.
Okay, so moving to Psychic. I believe that looks like you got close.
Yes, by a whole inch. Okay. So, Tenebra's Curse actually delivers a mortal wound in addition to slowing them down.
Oh, neat.
So
you have more, yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to Smite and Tenebra's Curse.
Right.
Let's start with Smite first.
All right.
This is a 5.
Goes off. I have no way to interact with this, so.
Yes. Because we're both out of command points at this point. So it's only a single mortal wound.
All right.
All right. And then need a 6 for Tenebra's Curse.
However, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's just...
It's a curse, it's a thing.
Yeah, and this one I can direct, but I'm putting it on them because extra mortal wound.
Yeah. And it goes off.
And it definitely goes off. The having movement is not going to matter.
Yeah.
But it's a mortal wound.
Yep.
Okay, I'm ready. All right. Lieutenant first. Because he's a damage 2 weapon, so anything through will drop that guy.
Yes.
All right, so 2 shots. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. That is 2 hits.
Okay. Needing 5s, re-rolling 1s.
Needing 5s, re-rolling 1s. Damn. Sniper. Still on the Oblitz. Mortis round, because that's the one with the best AP.
Okay.
And multi-damage. Do you want me to re-roll that?
Yeah, because I'm not sure which one it was.
I think it was a 6, but I'm not going to say it on that moment.
Yeah, it did.
Apparently it was a 6.
Sounds fun.
The Emperor has willed it.
Yes.
This is a 5, so I need a 4 to wound here.
That is not a wound, sir.
Warp damn it. Captain will take his shot into the Obliterators. That is a hit.
Okay. That is a wound.
That is a wound. AP -2.
Alright, so 5 up. Nope.
Alright, that drops the 1.
Alright.
Librarian bolt pistol into the Chaos Marine squad.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense because it actually kills something. Alright, hits. That is a wound.
That's a wound.
He's fine.
Alright. Alright, charges. Starting with the Lieutenant on the Obliterator.
Alright.
So, giant pile of Overwatch from the Obliterator.
Decent size. Alright, so, rolling for Obliterator's randomness. Strength. Alright, so strength 9. AP. AP 1. 3 damage.
Okay.
Alright, only 6 shots. Downing that one cut their power in half, which, I mean, happened most units do. Needing some 6s. 2 will work.
Dang it.
Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds at AP 1.
It's only AP -1.
Yep.
Okay, so 4 up saves.
Like a boss. Charge here. Anything
Charge
over,
distance.
Over a double 1. Yep.
Yeah, okay, so there he is after the charge. Next, the captain is actually going to go into this squad of Chaos Marines.
Okay. Alright.
He's full health, so I'm okay with him taking all that Overwatch.
Yeah. So 4 bolt shots and then 1 supercharged plasma. I'll do the plasma separate. Alright, bolt shots. 1 hit. That is a wound. That is a fail, so he takes a wound.
That is a wound taken. All right.
Plasma.
Next.
That is a hit. Wounding on a 2 because it's up to strength 8. That is another wound, AP -3.
Thankfully, he's the only thing in my army that has an invulnerable save.
And he's good.
Yes. All right. Charge roll for the captain.
A 7 should get
7 will get him in. 7 will get him in. I think I'll have to hit the guy from front, won't I?
Yeah, you have to get this guy.
Just put him right there.
You very much can't get that.
That works. All right. Now I have to decide who the Librarian wants to help. No, I don't. The Lieutenant does not have AP. The Librarian is going to go to help stab the Obliterator.
All right. Yeah, that's got him in.
Whoop. Now, normally this is the point in combat where you need to think for a moment before deciding who you're going to swing with first. There are no command points in play, so he cannot interrupt, and there's no fight first shenanigans going on.
Yep.
So I can just go through in any order. The correct order to do is still the librarian first.
Yep, because he's got AP.
And he's at 1 wound, so you want to make sure he swings.
Yeah.
So 5 attacks from the librarian after shock assault.
Yep.
This is turn 4. So I am by necessity in the assault doctrine.
Yes. We did not declare that, but he doesn't have an option.
It's automatic. It happens. So.
Yep.
So 5 swings from the librarian. That is everything hitting.
Yep, that's what we call a full house, sir.
Strength 4 on tough 5. So 5s to hit, or 5s to wound.
All right.
2.
All right.
So that is 2 at AP minus 3.
All right, so that is 2 5-up demon saves. Made 1, failed 1.
D3 damage.
Only a single
Only
damage.
1. So that puts him at 5 after shock assault. His combat blade gives him extra auto hits on hit rolls of 6.
Nice.
So really need some 6s.
Yep. Otherwise, hitting on 2s.
So everything hits.
It's not a 6.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Looking for 5s.
I see 3.
Now it's only a single damage, so he'd have to fail all of them
What's
to
the
die.
AP?
No AP. So
Okay.
he's probably alive.
So 3 up saves.
I just want to get some extra damage. Not by much.
He's at 1.
I'm okay with this.
Tis but a flesh wound.
I'm okay with this. Okay.
Last but certainly not least will be the captain.
The captain wielding the soldier's blade.
Right.
The captain wielding the soldier's blade puts him at strength 5, AP minus 4, flat 2 damage, the latter of which won't matter, but the other 2 parts will. 6 attacks with shock assault.
All right.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
All right, good things. I see a couple 1s there.
Good thing for that. So
All right,
everything
full
hits. 3s to wound.
3 wounds?
3 wounds
All right.
at minus 4.
Yeah, they're... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, bink, bank, and bunk. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and swing with the Chaos Space Marines first. Lost a dice. Found a dice. The guy with the chain axe is the aspiring champion, so he has 2 attacks base, +1 for being charged because of hateful assault. And then chainsword guy is 1 attack base, +1 for chainsword, +1 for hateful assault.
Chain axe and chain sword are same profile?
Different profiles.
Okay, I was
That's
gonna
all I'm
say, it looked like you were putting the dice together. I thought chain axe was +1 strength.
No, it just puts them all to the same amount of basically puts them both to the same amount of attacks. But chainsword is just an additional attack, strength user AP nothing 1 damage. Chain axe strength +1 AP -1.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to do the chainsword first just to get it out of the way. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. So that's 1 wound.
Save made.
All right, 3 attacks hitting on 3s.
2 hits.
Wounding on 3s because it's strength 5. So 2 wounds, and it is AP -1.
It's 1 damage, right?
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, he's still alive, but he actually felt that. That's good.
He's at 3.
Obliterators.
What does the obliterator have?
3 attacks. Just,
Oh, he's just punching? No AP?
well, crushing fists. It's strength +1, AP -1, D3 damage.
Okay. I'm losing somebody.
Yeah, he got punchy fists. Only hitting on 3s. I mean, only hitting on 3s. I'm going to get a bit greedy, but I actually feel that at this point I kind of have to.
If you can take both of those, then this is basically over for me.
So he does go up to 4 attacks because he was charged, because he also gets hateful assault. Let's do 2 on the librarian, 2 on the lieutenant.
Okay.
So
That's actually not that greedy, honestly.
yeah. So 3 6s are additional attacks. So librarian first. Okay. So 1 hit, additional attack. 2 hits. He is strength 6, so 3s.
3s.
1 at AP minus 1.
Single save.
He's fine.
Okay.
2 attacks on the lieutenant.
Yep.
Additional attack for Death of the False Emperor. Wounding on 3s. So that's 3 wounds at AP minus 1.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. There's not a lot left on the board at all.
Yeah, not a
at the end of turn 4. There is a single lone objective. That is the linchpin of everything.
Yeah.
And everything's locked in combat.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
So Chaos turn 5. All right. So start of Chaos turn 5.
You're going to fall back out of combat and run away.
No. I'm actually going to leave everything that's up there where it is.
You're going to fall back out of combat and dance so I can shoot you.
No, everything's where it is.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go straight to the end of the movement phase.
And go to all this wonderful shenanigans. Yes.
Yeah, so it's one of those things to where still I can only pull back one of these 3. But let's go ahead and do it. So let's start with the Spooter.
Okay.
No. Possessed. Yes.
Okay.
Chaos Lord. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the spider's the only one that's fast enough to make an immediate difference. So I'm okay. I'm okay still. Right? And they're just gonna come running up the board at that last objective. Yep. I mean that's what to do.
Yeah. So now we're in the shooting phase. My Chaos Space Marines both have pistols, so they can shoot. So we've got bolt pistol and a plasma pistol. I am supercharging the plasma because why not?
You would.
It's what I always do. So bolt pistol first. Misses. Plasma. Hits.
I really wish you'd rolled those in opposite order.
And
Because it would have been funny.
wounds on a 2. So 1 wound, AP minus 3, flat 2.
Damn it.
That'll take him down to 1 wound remaining.
All right, what's next?
Nope, we're going to go straight into combat. So less attacks this time. I'm going to attack with my Chaos Space Marines first, I feel.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got 2 attacks base from that fine gentleman. 1 attack base from him plus 1 for a chainsword. So it just puts them to 4 attacks.
Okay.
So we'll do the chainsword first, just to get that out of the way. So chainsword, hitting on 3s. Wounding on a 4, no wound. Chain axe. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound, AP 1.
All right. 4 up save. Damn it.
Got him!
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and consolidate them just while I'm thinking about it. They're just gonna scooch.
All right. So my activation.
Yep.
Librarian. 4 attacks on the obliterator.
So
That's that. I need to.
Yeah. Right.
So that is 3 hits.
Yep.
Looking for 5s.
So 3 attacks from the obliterator. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. So 3 wounds at AP minus 1.
Okay.
Actually, I think I'm gonna take him this direction because that'll give him a straighter shot.
Yeah. All right. All right. Now we're gonna see if my lone sniper can be a ridiculous badass.
Weirder things have happened.
Yep. He is gonna have to move to get to where he can see the obliterator, and then he's gonna try and take the obliterator out.
All right.
So since I don't need the multi-damage, I am using the
Start that over, please.
Since I don't need the D3 damage, I am using the Executioner round. Because these snipers have multiple rounds depending on the situation. The Executioner round is a +2 to hit.
Nice.
So even though he moved, I'm still hitting on a 2.
Very nice.
So that is a hit. Still strength 5, 4 to wound. Wounds. No, it is only a -1 from this.
And no mortal wounds on this one?
No mortal wound shenanigans.
All right, so 4+. I got him.
Okay. That was huge.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's all I got.
All right.
End of turn 5. Random turn length. So 3 up, it continues.
Yeah, I need it to keep going for 2 turns.
Yes, you need both turns.
Yep, so 3+. It does go on.
It continues. Take your turn, sir.
All right. Going straight into movement, because I know what I'm doing. Advancing
Yep.
everything over here. So just going from this side to this side.
Yep. That's 5.
5. That's 12 inches for him.
Yeah, you needed at least one of them to get that, because that... Yeah.
Next one. 11 inches for him. And Chaos Lord. He only gets 8 inches. But you know what? That's Corn's number. He's happy with it.
Well, he's got a plasma pistol. He's only got to get close to contribute.
Yeah. Chaos Marines advancing. Mm-hmm. Why do I keep hitting things?
Yeah, there you go.
So they go a total of 10 inches.
See, and there's my problem right there. That's my problem.
Into the movement phase, just because I like doing it. I'm going to roll for things. So, Spooner. Nope. These guys. Nope. All right.
Okay.
That's it. So, we're going to go straight into turn 6 Space Marine. I would say Marines, but that's disingenuous.
All right. Now's where the real fun begins.
So, the Eliminator Sergeant moves to the corner where he can get line of sight. Once again, we are firing the Executioner round to get the bonus to hit.
Yep.
Hits on a 2.
That's it.
Hits. Wounds on a 3 because it's strength 5.
That is
a wound minus at a -1.
All right. That got him.
Okay, and I'm assuming
The Sergeant stayed. Yeah, the
I'm
aspiring
assuming
champion.
The aspiring champion stays. Yes. Now's where the real crazy happens. I've got to charge that asshole
All right,
because
so
I've got to stop him.
we're going to call this 6 down, and then it'll probably be like 1 inch or maybe.
It'll be he is 2.5. So yeah, I only need a 7.
Okay. So.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got a plasma pistol. So
I've got cover, so
yeah. I think I'm not going to supercharge it
you have to overcharge it.
to kill him unless you fail to kill me and I kill you in combat.
I see what you're saying. So
Because I am better in combat than you are.
This is true.
So, all right. Regular shot. Doesn't hit.
Doesn't it? All right.
All right.
Charge distance. Oh yeah,
There you
that's
go.
got it.
You can actually put yourself on put himself in front of the objective if you really wanted to.
Yeah, so I'm going to put him right there.
Yep.
Actually, put him right there because that's the farthest charge distance from any of the rest of them.
Do you think he did a superhero landing?
Nah, he's in the lightweight armor. I don't think he did the superhero landing.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that was.
He did the Batman landing where he just fell on the cape and like falls around him.
Yeah, there you go. Eliminator Sergeant, 3 attacks, +1 for shock assault, 4 dice. Let's
right.
see if I can punch Filthy Heretic in the face hard enough.
Only 1 hit. Hey, I'm only 1 wound. Chaos Space Marines are still tiny for some reason.
Yeah. That is a wound at AP -1, thankfully, because of Assault Doctrine.
Yep.
I love it when it comes down to 1 roll.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
when it comes down, when the last turns actually matter, it's so satisfying. Now you have to make a charge and kill me in said charge.
Okay, long bombs, man.
Okay.
We're not even going to bother rolling for your other reserves because none of them can get close enough, right?
Correct. I mean, I'm just gonna move everybody. They're just.
So it's what, a 12? It's what, is it 12-inch charge?
It's like an 11.
He's 11 away, so you're going to need a 10.
Gotcha.
Is the other guy even have a chance? Is he a 12? He looks like a...
Nope.
No, he can't, so it's 1 guy. All right. Mortis round. I can't kill him, but I can hurt him.
Yeah. Not on a 3, you can't.
Miss.
All right, come on. You can do this.
Let's measure it again. Let's measure it again. Because it's really close. Let's measure it again.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's no way.
Yeah, he's 11. It needs to be a 10. All right.
There's no way.
That was worth remeasuring, though. Holy crap, sir! That's the best game we've had on camera.
That was really fun, yeah. All right, well, that was that.
Man, we haven't had a game that close in quite a while. Never one that close on camera.
Yeah, that was fun. Narrative's fun, man. It's fun to do goofy stuff.
This isn't even one that goofy.
I know it's more goofy than ITC.
I mean, the mission was definitely not a balanced competitive mission, but the armies actually were surprisingly well balanced.
Yeah, they worked well. I liked my switch to a Chaos Lord. It didn't. I don't know. There's something about it just seemed better to me than having two Psychers go at it. That's just me.
Yeah, because that's what it would have ended up being. Mm-hmm. Is to have that little Psycher duel going back and forth is who's going to try to deny what and et cetera, and that can be fun. But that's the one thing out of 7th edition that we both agree. Mm-hmm.
It can be fun, yeah,
because that had the system with the points,
you had the
tools and all the, and there's a mini game into
but
itself.
It took forever. So
yeah. If we brought that back, we'd have to add 45 minutes onto every tournament.
Yeah.
Every tournament round.
But yeah, so that is a victory for the Space Marines, for the Space Marines. So yeah, congratulations. He did very well. I'm very proud of him.
Yeah. Play of the game was when he shot a Chaos Warrior, jumped off the tower with a successful charge, and then beat the other one to death.
I like to think that he, instead of just making the charge and beating him to death, it was on the drop, just combat knife.
That's what it is. Absolutely.
That's the type of stuff that the Phobos Marines are made to do.
Because honestly, that was probably fire, drop rifle, and then come down with your knife and the knife of one of your fallen brethren for vengeance.
Yeah. Anytime a game comes down to one model left, or 1 or 2 models left on each side, it's fun.
He is finished, but he is going to get some form of extra attention and recognition of his heroism. Yes. I've not decided what yet, but I will. You'll see him in the future for sure.
Yeah, he definitely needs something. So moving on with the narrative. Remember, I did mention there would be a couple of things. Rewards for the winner, not really a penalty for the loser, but
yeah.
So you'll be able to start your the next game. You'll start with an additional D3 command points.
I'm going to wait and roll that in the moment because
okay.
I do not feel it would be fair for me to be able to plan on them.
Yeah, I agree with that. But so you will, at the beginning of the next game, you'll get D3 command points. Mm-hmm. One thing I do want to roll on now is for our...
Of course, we need to know what we need to have
what
ready.
Our compulsory edition is.
Yep.
So
I really don't want to roll heavy support because I don't want to buy a repulsor right now. And that would be the excuse I've been waiting for.
That's fair. So the chart is as follows. It is on a D6. A 1, you get an HQ choice. 2 is elites. 3 is heavy. 4 is fast attack. 5 is flyer. And 6 is player's choice.
Okay.
So you get to pick if you roll a 6. And there are no troops because I figure troops are something that's going to happen anyway because we are allowing formations to give you extra command points. So there's already an incentive to add troops. I don't want to make someone double down on troops.
Absolutely.
So yeah, there is that. So let's go ahead.
Who's going first?
I will go first. And just for sake of not having to move the camera, you will just take our word for it. Because we're...
Maybe I'll see it from here.
Yeah, we're gentlemen like that. So me first. What up? That is a 5. So that is a flyer.
Ooh.
That's going to be interesting. I kind of like that. I do not own a single Chaos Flyer.
Yeah, that's right, because the Helldrake's left with
the Helldrake, when I sold my old Chaos, the Helldrake's went. So, that's a definite... Okay. Alright, so that's going to be interesting. I'm excited about that. Yeah, so compulsory flyer action. Go ahead, sir.
Also flyer! I like it. Now it's a little bit easier for me because it's not what do I build, it's what do I take.
Yeah, because he has plenty.
And honestly, it's very flavorful because the Raging Panthers love their air support.
Yeah, they really do. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching. This has been a victory to the Imperium.
I did want to have one thought.
Go. Have your thought.
This gentleman needs a name.
Yes, actually.
Serious names only, nothing silly. I'm not super serial about it, but I do want actual Space Marine.
Yeah, I mean,
sound Gothic-y sounding names. But yes, please comment. Name this wonderful gentleman. He deserves it after his performance today. Yes. And yes, as always, this transmission
has been Omnicide approved. Thanks for watching, guys.